Leo placements, Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Stellium. Let's do your reading. If you want a private reading, the link to that is in the description box. Let's see, Leo. This person likes you so much that they're being strategic. They think they need to be strategic because if they mess it up, then they will not have another chance with you. So they know that they need to play their cards right, no pun intended. You know, this is someone that is careful. This is someone that thinks about the things that they want to say before they say them. Thinks about their actions, the consequence, or the result, possible scenarios. They think about all these things as they deal with you. I feel like this person is more relaxed usually, but with you, they're calculated. Or they're calculating, okay? You see how this person is kind of like nervous? He's like, ooh, should I do this? Should I do that? I feel like that's the vibe here. It's like, ooh. So you definitely make them nervous. You definitely feel, it's kind of like you make them a little bit awkward, shy, self-doubting. You know, it's like, I don't know if that's the right thing to do or a right thing to say. What if Leo, you know, like misunderstands, or what if there is like a confusion, or what if I confuse Leo? So there's a lot of consideration, carefully moving towards you or carefully moving with you. I do sense that they have good intentions, but it's kind of like this is happening because they like you, like that much. You know what I mean? Like, you know, you remember that trend where people are like, me with people I'm not attracted to, and they are so relaxed, confident, and flirty. And then me with my crush, and they become really awkward and they do stupid shit. I feel like that's how I would explain this energy. Like, usually this person has no issues, you know, being confident, not thinking twice about what they're going to say or do, because, you know, whatever happens, they're confident with it. But with you, there is careful, calculating energy, because they really, really don't want to screw this up. They don't want to ruin this chance. I'm not getting that this is someone that you are an ex with or something like that. This is someone that is either new or is a crush situation. So it's still, nothing happened. You know, this is more of an energy of observing and calculating, seeing how am I going to approach Leo. Or they already talked to you, but it's very still fresh. You know, it's very in early stages of talking. They put it like, if this person knows that they're going to see you somewhere, whether by accident or whether by coincidence, I don't really believe in coincidences, but if it's an orchestrated coincidence, I feel like this person puts extra effort into their looks on that particular day because they know that you're going to be there, or, you know, they think you might be there, you know? It would make things a lot easier for this person if you start to take charge or initiate or make a move. You would make it lots easier for this person. If you are the type of person that is like, I don't chase, I attract. Now, this person is not expecting you to chase them, but you would make this so easy for them if you were the one that initiates instead of them initiating. They can have Gemini in their chart. Aries as well is here. They feel so tiny when they are standing next to you, talking to you in your energy. Let's say, like, I see this person as very confident, you know? It's like, you know, they have a presence. The moment you show up, they shrink. It's like meeting a giant. You know what I mean? You know when someone thinks they are really tall and they're proud of their height, and then they go to a country where their height is like short. For example, in Asia, men are like, the average height is, it's short, right? But then they go to Europe or Germany, for example. I mean, I don't know about you, but I've noticed in Germany, everybody's like that. I look at everybody like that. You know what I mean? So the average height is like tall, right? So I feel like it's not about height. This is not about height. It's knowledge. When it comes to your energy, when this person is in your energy, they feel tiny, because your presence, it takes space. When they are in your space, they feel smaller. They forget, like, when this person is around you, Leo, they forget, you know, how to form sentences. They forget like words, vocabulary. It's like they come across possibly as gibberish. They could be stuttering. Usually this person is not like that. So your impression of this person could be very different than other people's impression of this person. They can have Scorpio on their chart as well. Again, the reason why this person is like this is because usually they don't feel like this for anyone. So you have that effect on them. The effect is not positive because your energy is a little bit intense or a little bit, it takes space. So it results in them behaving awkwardly. I'm not saying that you are negative as in like bad, but your energy is so intense or strong that it makes them awkward, baby. It makes them awkward. So in that sense, it's bad on them, you know? It's kind of like, it makes them less confident, act weird or act awkwardly. But you need to know they're not usually like this. I want to say that. You have that resting bitch face, don't you? You have that resting bitch face because there is something about you that seems unapproachable. I feel like even when people approach you, you have like this energy of, what is your purpose? Why are you talking to me? So you're not the bubbly type. You are not the Leo that are bubbly. You're more of a, what is your purpose here? I just heard, may I approach? Maybe people actually asked you, it's like, may I? Like, can I talk to you? You know when you needed that. You know when you see in movies where let's say like people approach the king or the queen and they're like, Your Majesty, may I approach? It's got that vibe as if you are on some type of throne and this person is like, may I? May I approach? You've got that vibe about you, Leo. Now, this is great, you know, for me. I always say, if you have like an intense, powerful energy, good for you. You should not shrink for nobody. Now, this person's, like, the effect that you have on this person, even if it's in a negative way or in a bad way, it's none of your business, you know? They need to deal with it. They need to work with that. So this is not to make you, this is not to tell you like, hey, you need to be more approachable. You should smile more. This is not about that, okay? You just need to understand that you have that energy about you. You could have Libra in your chart. Strength. I'm telling you. You've got that vibe, baby. And it's a good thing. It's a good thing. I approve of this. Okay? It's a good thing. If people have a problem with, you know, like how you come across and your energy's a little bit intense, that's their fucking problem. Let them deal with that. It's okay, you know? You don't have to prove yourself to anybody. You don't have to convince people that you are kind to the right people. You know, you don't have to convince them that you are, you know, nice and whatever else. Let it be for the ones that are courageous enough to get to know you first before they judge you by your cover. Right? Right? Because if people judge you by just the first impression, which is usually what people do, then maybe they're not supposed to be in your life. In a nutshell, I feel like Leo, this situation, this person will get over themselves and slowly move towards you. If they come across as a little bit awkward and whatever else, don't try to judge them too fast, you know. Let this phase of the beginning kind of ease up a little bit, where they get a little comfortable, where, you know, they get to know you and they're like, oh, you're actually really nice. I don't know about you, but I've had almost everybody that I fucking met tell me, you know, I really thought you were a bitch until I got to know you. Or, you know, I really was, you were really intimidating first time I met you. But now that I know you, you're such a sweetheart. You're such a sweet, kind person. It's like, bitch, you shouldn't judge a person by their cover, okay? So let people think whatever they want to think, right? Let the ones that are courageous enough to be open-minded enough to move past their fears, whatever they may be, and then get to know you, and then see if that's, you know, who you are, get to know you, right? I do feel like this person has been stung before by other people of similar energies, you know. Maybe they see like people like you. When I say people like you, people that are not really easily approached, not easily predictable. Like sometimes when you look at someone, it's like, ooh, very predictable. You know, I can guess what happens in your personal life just by looking at you. But the ones that move with presence, mystery, and power is mysterious. You know, think about it. Power is mysterious. It's like, where's that power coming from? You don't even have to, you know, it's not about like you looking powerful. It's an energy. It's presence, it's the way you move. So power is mysterious, right? So when you move with power, people are like, who are you? Where is that power coming from? Intimidating, unapproachable. So I feel like this person has been stung by one or two people that might give off the same energy, but power comes from different places, whether good or bad, you know. There are people that are powerful in a bad way. There are people that are powerful in a good way. There are people that are powerful because they have strong boundaries, which is good. There are people that are powerful because they are sneaky little bitches that threaten everybody around them. And they are aggressive, you know. It comes in many shapes and colors, right? So power cannot be defined by one thing. And that's what makes it mysterious. All right, well, that's your first message. I'm going to pull you another message, Leo. The second message is for Leo extended members, but I'll give you a preview before we take it there. The signs that I see here, by the way, Gemini, Libra, a strong Gemini energy, Aries, Scorpio, Libra, Leo. So some of these, you could both have like Libra in your chart, but I'm just going to say these signs could be in your chart or their chart. Okay. Let's see second message. Couldn't save it. Very slow connection here. You've known this person for many years. You could have experienced on and off with them as well. It doesn't have to be an ex, it can be, but it could be a situation where it never took off, you know? You know, this is actually saying that you're going to end up with this person at some point in your life. And it might not seem like it because you both will live different lives and you both will, you know, choose different paths. But somehow these paths will connect again. I just heard interlinked. So it doesn't matter what happens in your lives separately or whatever. It's like whenever you are in union, I feel like this, it has like that effect where you come in and come out, come in and come out. And this union and separation, union and separation. The separation doesn't have to be like in the logic of I was in a relationship with them. It can be, but not necessarily, okay? Sometimes you meet someone and then life takes you separately and you know, you reconnect, right? This is what we have here. This is someone that you've known for years. And there is that type of chemistry between the two of you, but it felt like it was never at the right time. Like this connection never really took off. Some of you are just friends because, you know, it's like, yeah, we like each other, but we can't be together, so we might as well just be friends. For some of you, you live in different locations, like maybe one of you moved on or moved to a different country, moved to a different city, and it's like a long distance type of thing. I see Sagittarius, Taurus. Let's see where this goes in the extended. Extended link is in the description box. I'll show you that.